everyone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to LOCKBEARD Phenomena number 62. Band stream again.
Good news, everyone.
Yep. Last year, this very weekend, this happened before. Today is September 17th, 2022, and last year on this weekend, it was Saturday was the 18th, but we were also doing a band stream over here on the Spare channel, like we are right now. So I don't know if September is cursed this particular weekend. Should we never stream again on the previous weekend? Bad deal. I don't know if someone's reporting because one video was taken down on the normal channel and another video was taken down on this channel, and they both were reported for the same policy violation, which I've never had that policy violation before, and I don't see how it really fits, but whatever. There's last year it was the 10th LOCKBEARD Phenomena was the same circumstances as we have today. It was just the 18th last year instead of the 17th. Let's see who's in chat. Batmom, Mr. Lee, R2D2, welcome. Building the forces of PayPal. How's it work? Well, I mean, I spend money doing this. I don't make money doing this. And, when people like Mr. Lee are asking me to try and stream every day and I got to do other stuff and that, hopefully will make money or is making money. And so this operation is completely operated off of straight out of my pocket or any donations that may come my way. So, but eventually, if the channel grows and I have to hire people to help me with stuff to make it happen, if there's ever the need for a lawyer, if I need to shove a team of lawyers up somebody's ass, who knows? Who knows what can come? But until YouTube stops shutting me down every chance they get, and I'm scratching for every subscriber, trying to get to that 1,000 mark, 1,000 subscriber mark, so that we can monetize the channel. And even then, I wonder if they will even let me monetize. They might look at my channel and say, "Screw you, you can't monetize." But we won't really know that until we get there. So, Mr. Lee, Drunk 3PO? He was over there talking about the woke bullshit and all the TV shows and stuff that's going on right now, where it's just complete garbage. She-Hulk, Rings of Power, all that stuff. That they've just trashed everything. It's like they're not fucking listening. It's like every time, the more we tell them we don't want your woke shit no more, the more they try to force it on us and take I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them. They should know they're losing money all the time on this bullshit, political nonsense they're putting into the movies and into the TV shows. you'd think at some point somebody be like, look, we're supposed to be doing this to make money, and you're pissing off all the traditional fans of these particular franchises. They come to watch the stuff that it was, not the stuff that you're putting out. You're putting out nonsense that doesn't stay true to the original stuff, and you try to rub modern day. Like Drunk 3PO made a point earlier because someone was talking. It was a description of like a new Star Wars. It was a Star Wars. It was a show, indoor or whatever. Um, I haven't been keeping track. Anyway, that 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 pertains to modern day issues or something like that, or something like that, or um, the things that are going. I can't remember exact wording. I'm getting it all jacked up. Anyway, basically, but his point, he was saying, yeah, but this is isn't this supposed to be a galaxy far, far away? It has nothing to do with what's going on fucking Earth right now. This is goddamn Star Wars, and this is goddamn Earth, and they're two completely different things, you morons. Shit. Oh, shit. Squatchy Cowboys here, and Angel Nolan, welcome. Let's see here. Cowboys and Knucklehead. Jen's here. Welcome. Yeah, why's he got to be a knucklehead, Mr. Lee? What is a knucklehead anyway? Because I think I am one too. Oh, you might be Mr. Lee. Harley Davidson had a knucklehead. Ask Earl. Mr. Lee's using the word knucklehead all the time. I figure he knew exactly what it meant. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe.
You keep using the word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Could be. Could be Mr. Lee doesn't mean what he thinks it means. Right, I just looked it up. Sanders here, welcome. Yep. Thank y'all for coming. Did pretty good today. Thank you for asking. Yeah. Oh, it's probably not going to be too crazy. All I can say is YouTube is clearly hiding shit. They don't want you to talk about certain things, and they when they shut you down. What was the? Let me see here. Where's the freaking email I got from them? Okay. Was it this one? Yeah. LOCKBEARD Random Live number 93, King Charles III, violates our spam, deceptive practices, and scams policy. How in the hell does it fall into that policy? The other video they took down and shut down the channel for a week was for this same policy. How is my channel spam, deceptive practices, or scams policy? What how's it have anything to do with that shit? Seriously. Donald Fuller's here. Welcome. Says hi, folks. LOCKBEARD. Yep. Raptor ought to be wandering in here. I see that he subscribed, I guess, to this channel. The email didn't really tell me. It just said Raptor Crazy subscribed. Mr. Lee says it's the cat lady's fault, I bet. It could be, but I've appealed in both cases. So unless they had a bot checking a bot or a bot checking a report, like if she reported and then they just believed her and shut down the video, and then when I appealed, then that's when a bot looked at it, and I still haven't had a real person see what the hell's going on. I mean, I'm absolutely certain that YouTube isn't going to like anything about any of my videos, but yeah. Squatching Cowboy says it was Mr. Lee. He's an undercover agent for dark sewage. Oh, that reminds me. I received an email that I got a comment on one of my videos regarding Vault of Nonsense. But when I clicked the link to go reply to the comment was gone. So I don't know. I don't know if this person wants to be mentioned or not. The person is here. I'll say that much. I don't know if you deleted your comment yourself or did YouTube take it down or something. I don't know. B. Lynn is here. Welcome. Angel says next year do a show on your bees on this weekend. Well, I mean, bees aren't really phenomena subject matter. They are random live, which, as you can see, there's where I did at the same, about the same time I did the other video there, LOCKBEARD Random Live number 60, Terms of Service, about YouTube's stupid terms of service. But, yeah. Cowboy, you knucklehead, says Mr. Lee. Still using the word. I guess he knows what it means. Listening while I bake a cake. Yes, it's pumpkin, light spice, and cream cheese. Mr. Lee says She-Hulk rubbish. My girlfriend likes Rings of Power. That's rubbish too. It's I am not watching these things. I watch the clips and I watch the spoiler reviews, and from what I've seen, it looks like absolutely insane garbage. Rings of Power is nuts, and She-Hulk. If anything of that actress is of her in real life, if anything of the character that she plays comes from her personally and isn't just acting, if she acts anything like that, I absolutely despise this woman. This woman would drive me fucking nuts. You know, she can just keep keep swiping right, bitch. It's hilarious. This show seems to be about her swiping right. Like she just used that shit because there was a stupid copyright thing about the She-Hulk name, and it went to court, and so she was using the fact that the guys that she was picking up off of what's that called, Tinder or whatever the fuck is. I think it's Tinder or some shit like that. I whatever. Anyway, the guys, she's picking up guys off the app where you swipe, I guess you swipe left or right or some shit. Anyway, they called them as witnesses because she wasn't able to get a date in her human form. So she made a profile in the form of She-Hulk, and suddenly all these guys wanted to fucking go out with She-Hulk. So she ended up calling these guys that she went out with into court to witness for her that she was using the name She-Hulk before this other woman copyrighted the name She-Hulk to use for her to sell her products because she's just some kind of bitch. Titania or some shit like that. I don't know. The ridiculousness of this goddamn show, like it's not more like, look, if you're looking for like Marvel. You know, Hulk smash, Thor smash some more, and Iron Man blow some shit up. Um, even you know, even Natasha, the Black Widow. I mean, she was pretty goddamn awesome. Um, they kill her off though. They killed her off. They didn't like her. She wasn't good enough. They took Scarlet Witch and turned her. Basically, she's evil. Like and are they gonna let her go after the shit she did in Multiverse of Madness? Like she fucking killed a bunch of fuckers because she wanted to steal her kids, but they're not her kids. They're another Scarlet Witch in another universe. She wants to take her fucking kids. Like they just turned her straight up evil. Anyway, I don't even consider Multiverse of Madness was stupid, and now She-Hulk is like just screwing over Wong like big time. I mean, I guess she's calling him Wongers, because he's Wongers. No, man, Wong is awesome. Like they should do like him like a real like his show or his movie, like for real, really respect the character. I don't think that they respect the character of Wong, but he's the Sorcerer Supreme now. For fuck's sake, show some goddamn respect. Oh man. Anyway, that's the way. I don't even know. Have we even talked about any spooky stuff? Villainous says, "Be back soon. It's all in an oven." Donald says, "Sounds like Belan. I'll have to have me some." The air is starting to get the feel of fall today. Yeah, it's hot right now, but like I went to the lake this afternoon, and water's cold enough that nobody else will get in. So there was somebody fishing, but there was no swimmers. Star Wars indoor recess. What? Pac-Man more than a knucklehead. Miss Lee says, "Donald, you been talking to my girlfriend? Swapping nudes. What the hell's going on between you guys?" Miss Lee says, "Knucklehead's better than Clunt." Yeah, I think Clunt's been retired, hasn't it? Angel says, "Do not mention RUMBLE." You think that they had a problem with that? Because you better believe, like, I haven't got everything up. Like, I'm going to upload everything that's not apparently allowed on YouTube. The two videos, it looks like, over on, and I'm also going to, like this, if it don't get taken down, I'm going to re-upload it onto the other channel once I can on Monday or sometime. But I'll also, this video right here should automatically upload to if this, I don't know if that's a problem to say that word or not. It should automatically upload to that, and then the other two platforms. But the two streams that have been taken off YouTube, I'm gonna have to upload them manually to the other three platforms. So yeah. Baking a cake, be back in a few. That's all right. Mr. Lee says, "Lockbeard, I noticed there was a lot of sex bot comments on Mr. Pat's channel after his show yesterday. I removed them." Yeah, I didn't get to watch. I was busy, so I didn't get to watch most of the show. Game of Thrones. You like Game of Thrones? I don't know about that. It looks like might be some problems with it too. Donald says Lockbeard didn't want to bring it up, but your favorite aborted son has been taking shots at you last night. I took it down because I don't want to give him attention that he's after. Oh, okay. Well, I was just making sure YouTube didn't take it down for you. But you know, he can take pot shots all he wants. The reality is still,
I'm his father. He comes to me for advices.
yeah, yep. I just wondered, is he making threats again? Is he making threats again? I guess the question is can he do better than that? Otherwise, I don't think you have anything to worry about. Oh, Mr. Lee, I can't forget you. And I can't fight this feeling anymore. Yep. So, I guess the chat jumped on me, or what's going on with this chat? There it is. What do you mean? He means he commented on a video about something and then he took it down. Scotch Cowboy says, no idea what the hell Locke's talking about. Yeah, no doubt. Icons here. Welcome. It says, Halito from the Checker Show. I'll check back when I get to the house. All right, man. Thanks for dropping in. Mr. Lee says, Sandra, put that Clint to bed. Amen. Thank you, Sandra. Angel says, yes, that is the spam by their term sending to other channels. Really? I see people on YouTube all the time telling everybody, look, you know, we're also on this and this and this, and the very same ones that I'm talking about. So I don't know. Someone's got, maybe somebody's just reporting, which they can keep reporting, whatever, bring it. I mean, I ain't going anywhere. But it's someone that knows about both channels because they did it on both channels. Donald says Walt is wanting attention from us talking about him. I don't think he's worth bringing up. We all know he's full of crap and he isn't relevant enough to even mention. Yeah, I mean, I'm bored of him. He's just extremely insignificant. But it is fun to make fun of him sometimes. So whatever. But yeah. Mr. Lee says he agrees. Danny's here. Welcome. Donald says only the gullible will believe anything that spews from his mouth. Yeah. Yep, that was you and Tom, Mr. Lee. Hopefully everybody realizes that is an actual picture of Mr. Lee and an actual picture of Mr. Cruz. I don't know what we should call him. You know, combine their name. Tommy Lee. Angel says that all depends if you are already on the radar. Perhaps. I don't know. I just don't understand why they would have such an issue with that. If you know, it's just the reality. Like people, like there's tutorials involving those other platforms and everything. So I just think I'm being specifically targeted here. And it may be it's not YouTube's bot. Maybe it's somebody's just reporting me and So, whoever that is, you're harassing me. So, keep it up, I guess. If your sorry existence needs validation by jacking with me, I ain't going anywhere. So, yeah. Mr. Lee says, Lockbeard, you can say something about Carrie, please. Everyone upsetting. Yeah. Our condolences to all of Carrie's family and friends. I don't know anything about the situation personally or directly, but I mean, from what I understand, he was in a car wreck and passed away. For anyone who doesn't know here. Angel says, I went to watch the end of the show. It said remove, so I clicked on to learn more. It mentioned sending to other channels. Le Cruz? You're welcome, Mr. Lee. You're welcome. So, I didn't catch, but the very, very end of Pat's show. So there was some Doug Highcheck stuff obviously brought up because of who was there and what they were talking about, and Moneymaker. Look, I'm not buying into Doug Highcheck. I'm sorry. Entertainment. He's on the fucking TV along with people like Matt Moneymaker. Entertainment. Nothing goddamn legit until someone proves he's goddamn legit. And I have a feeling you're not going to be able to prove he's goddamn legit. Sorry if you like Doug Highcheck, but they don't put legit people on your TV screen. They just don't. They put bullshitters. And the best bullshit, it's just like goddamn Patrick Vaughn, right? He was able to swim on this end of our pool, right? He was hanging out at Squatch Talk, hanging out on the channels that are trying to keep shit real. But now he's been kind of exposed, right? Because he's a bullshitter. It was just he was navigating the water, trying to infiltrate and infect us with his bullshit, and try to convince us that cloaking was real and stuff like that, and that he's got the equation figured out for the wood knocks that nobody has proven Sasquatch even does. So these infiltrators come, and they know they need to, because Patrick Vaughn latched on to Squatch Talk to vampirically suck the legitimacy of Pat's blood. That's why he was fucking there. He was sucking off of Pat's legitimacy. That's it. That's the only thing I could figure. Why would he hang out there? Why would he not go to the bullshit end of the swimming pool of cryptids and hang out there if that's what he wants to talk about? Why would he be on this end of the fucking pool? Because he wants to suck off the legitimacy of the people here who are respected for being people that keep it real and keep it to just the facts, and that's what he's trying. That was what he was trying to do, and I think that's what Doug Highcheck is doing. He's on the TV screen. That right there is a real big fucking red flag. So, yeah. So, that's why I'm not going over to Doug Highcheck's channel. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. He better produce something. He's trying to act like he's legit and he's got this figured out and that figured out and all this just bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. With not able to provide anything really solid for us to 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 to, to verify that he's knows shit. So this puts us in a really difficult position, right? Because you want to keep away from the entertainment side of things. You want to keep it to the logical side of things. And this bullshit artist, apparently, has poached a channel that I viewed as being one that keeps it real. That seems like someone that we can trust their account. We can trust that, he doesn't have this crazy story. He just has a story, encountered an aggressive but not non-lethal encounter with a forest person or Sasquatch or Bigfoot. I'm sure he has his reasons for allowing himself to be lured in over there, but unfortunately, I used to be a regular viewer, and that's a shift too far onto the questionable side of the pool. And I ain't got enough time to watch everybody as it is, but I've been considering that, like, I guess I need to narrow it down a little bit more because I don't have enough time to watch some of the better ones as it is all the time. So Donald says thoughts and prayers for Linda and the family and friends. Yes. Raptor says, holy cow, I'm afraid to say hello with all the blue wrenches. Am I going to get blocked? Oh no, Raptor, you're not going to get blocked. Whenever I started inviting people over here, because I was having to use this channel for an alternate channel for the times that YouTube shuts me down. I don't know. It was just, there was bots and stuff and whatever, and I just decided I'll make everyone wrenches. No wrenches over there. Everybody wrenches over here. Squatch Cowboy, but still don't block people. Just block bots. If people want to talk shit, let them talk shit. It's just words. It's just words. Sticks and stones. They got sticks and stones, and if they throw them at me, are they going to hit me or are they going to smash their own computer? I encourage them to throw the stones, but the words cannot hurt me. So, welcome, Raptor. You're safe. Mr. Lee says Doug has a hair helmet. Pretty cool, man. Mr. Lee likes the hair helmet. I thought that spooked you. Danny Stanton's here. He says, I'm hanging out everywhere, listening to everybody's bullshit. Love it all. Just too stoned to care anymore. I hear you, Danny. Raptor says, hello, everyone. Hope you guys have a good evening. Mr. Lee says, Raptor Crazy, are you a wrench on any channel? Is he? I don't know that I've seen him wrenched anywhere. But let me see here. He might as well be wrenched here. And I see Sasquatch Wizard and Iron Dax doesn't have a wrench. What in the hell? Add mod. And the Squatch and Cowboy doesn't have a wrench. We'll add another mod. Had to jump over on YouTube to do that. I can't do it from StreamYard. I can't even see who's mods on StreamYard. Another improvement StreamYard could make, by the way. Uh-oh. Mr. Raptor says that Mr. Lee, no, and I do not want it either. Oops. Already did it. Donald says, I'm wondering if Doug ordered the cabin to get hit with rocks on Snell Grove Lake Monster Quest. Yeah, we don't know. All we know is it's got a TV show, and all the TV shows pan out to precisely dick. Nothing. You know, finding Bigfoot? No, not finding Bigfoot. You know, we thought we might have a good chance that something happened when oh shit, I'm losing names already. The survivalist guy. Anyway, and he did his show. You know, he shifted over into the Bigfoot thing, and he didn't find anything. And he talked to shit. I'm losing everybody's names right now, but fuck nuts over there that wore a mask and took a picture and it blinks, and you know you could just see it like, look, this is a very well groomed Sasquatch. It looks like he just got back from the salon. He talked to that guy. I had those clips where I think I took them down though, where I think I took them off here. There where Joe Rogan was talking about this, you know, and how goofy it was. Anyway, still nothing. We thought this guy was legit as far as a survivalist show, and maybe he taught some real good information. Some of it seemed like good information, but when he shifted over into Bigfoot, and he made a Bigfoot show, guess what? He didn't find out shit, because all the Bigfoot shows is about the search, not actually finding shit. If they ever find Bigfoot, that parade of shows is over. They don't know what to do after that. Well, so study the damn things, make contact, communicate, figure out, you know, if they have any opinions of how the humans are fucking taking over every last square inch of the planet and trashing everything. I just picked up another bucket full of trash down there on my beach. It's not my beach, but it's where I go. Mr. Lee says, Raptor Crazy. I understand completely, man. Donald says, yeah, the amount of orbs he claims on the Pine Island show is kind of questionable to me. The orb butter on his car. Yeah, I don't know what the hell. You know, and there were some things. Well, you can't explain that unless it came straight down. It wouldn't have gone. No, shit. Liquids bounce. Like that whole explanation about, oh, it couldn't have gone like that unless it came at, I don't know. It was just confirmation bias. It must be this instead of 100 other explanations. Yeah, the whole thing. Like, can he verify that? And he might say, yeah, if you come out to my place. But how many people have the time or the money to drive out to wherever the fuck he's at to verify whatever? And then how do we know he doesn't have a way to fake some shit? Put a little LED light in some balloons and have someone release the balloons in the forest. Boom, you got orbs. Easy. You can fake some shit. Squatch Cowboy says, every time PV comes on, my BS meter blows up. Yep. Wizard says, hey, Donald, guess where I am? Probably in the woods, says Donald. I don't see where he says. Mr. Lee says, Raptor Crazy, you have a wrench now. Well, look at me go. I'm a wrench. Nice. Yeah, Les Stroud. Yeah. Yeah, even Les Stroud, when he made a Bigfoot show, didn't find shit. Didn't find shit. Am I blue? You're blue. Yes, you're blue. Better than the Bear Grill fella? Yeah. Wizard says, yes, Donald, I never get service in my area, but I'm up on top of a small mountain with my parabolic 48 volt inline phantom condenser mic hooked to my H4 Zoom recorder and ready to listen and locate. There's Patty Troy. Welcome. Welcome to the Wrench Club, says Jen. Wizard says Lockbeard season 14, finding more Bigfoot coming soon. Seriously. Oh, shit. Raptor says, look who he was doing research with Todd. Yeah. That's, Todd Standing. He had Todd Standing on. If he was serious, if y'all just told me his name and I lost it. I'm having a file not found situation going on here. Les Stroud. If Les Stroud was serious and he took the time to do just a little bit of research or, asked around enough and figured out, he would figure out that people do not have any confidence in Todd Standing. And maybe he would not have brought him on the show. The moment he brought that guy on his show, he without anything else, he just done delegitimized his whole damn show. Parabolic, how much it costs? Lost just for a bit. Did you lose signal? Patty says everyone is blue here. Yeah, everybody's blue here. Is Patty blue here? Patty's not blue. Oh, we'll fix that. Yep, we'll fix that. Yeah, that way, if anyone see, we're testing out a different method here. If everyone has a wrench and someone starts misusing their wrench, does that just end up with everybody whacking each other with wrenches? And then everybody's like, well, maybe if we just don't whack each other with wrenches, everything will just be all right. Don't do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Retro says, I don't know how to do a blue wrench on my phone. Why did you do that? Oh, you don't have to do shit with it, man. You don't have to do shit. That's pretty much how we roll. We don't do shit. Like if someone comes in here bitching, let them bitch. If it's a bot, Mr. Lee usually jumps on those so quick. Everyone else is complaining that they didn't get a chance to slaughter some bot. But bots are pretty rare. Yeah, I got her wrench, Mr. Lee. Angel says Raptor. Mr. Lee usually gets the bots before any. There you go. That's all gets blocked here. Swatch Cowboy says, I have a blue wrench. Anything like Snap-on, I'll pass. If having a blue wrench is anything like... Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's anything like Snap-on. Too much power. Yeah, actually, it doesn't really amount to much power. Roger says, that Angel, I understand that part, but what if he isn't there? I don't know how to do it on my phone. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. You just got a wrench. That way, if anyone shows up here looking for shit, they'll look around and be like, you know what? Maybe I'll just fucking leave. Don't worry about it. Yeah, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do, Raptor. Don't even worry about it. Patty needs. Yeah, I got Patty's wrench. Mr. Lee says I like sexy bots, though. Well, okay. Jen says Raptor, tap the bot comment box pops up, hit remove from channel. Yeah, he don't want to do it anyway, so it ain't like we have that much trouble. Raptor says that Jen, I got it now. Thank you. The person that's commenting, you hit their icon, then you can block them. Yeah, but don't block anybody. You don't got to do shit here. You don't got to do a damn thing. Squatching Cowboy says, did we get a free t-shirt? I don't have t-shirts. I don't know that I'm worth the T-shirt at this point. Snap on is overpriced tools. And it looks like Squatching Cowboy agrees, and so does Mr. Lee. What says must have been the topic that you banned last Saturday. Oh, I don't know exactly what it was in the video. There was I figured there was a lot of things that someone could have got all bent out of shape about. But at the end of the day, whoever it is, whoever's responsible, doesn't believe in freedom of speech, and they're an un-American piece of shit. Period. Un-American piece of shit. So, and I guarantee you, they don't have the balls. If it's someone reporting me, they probably don't have the balls to admit it. You know, I mean, by they're a ballless person. Bigfoot Anon is here. Welcome. Mr. Lee says, what? So everybody saying hello to everybody. Tony Robinson video about the lineage. Well, no, they shut down they did for something like that. Like if it trips a copyright issue, they shut down the stream temporarily and it comes back on. So that did happen, but that wasn't the reason why it got taken down. It got taken down for something else. So I mean, for that matter, is the current royal family or someone who really loves, maybe somebody who really loves the current royal family, reported the video because they didn't like the fact that I was saying what is an absolute fact is that they are illegitimate. The whole lot of them is illegitimate, and that's just, the more you dig, the more like what I was talking about the other, like last night, about the Wuffingas and all them, all the ancient lineages that are really, they have more legitimacy than the current lineage by far. But like that documentary's have, lineages that came into power since then, and by their own rules, amongst their own family groups, the current monarchs, the monarchs for a long time actually are illegitimate. So they can't deny that shit. They can't deny that shit. I mean, it's just fucking. The shit's real. Uh, Donald says Lockbeard will have a merch store and 1K subs. Well, I mean, wouldn't think I would have any kind of merchandise until after 1K subs or after things blow up, if they ever do. Squatching Cowboy says that sounds like a good Western movie, Cowboy and the Angel Connor. What the one about the Australian what was that called? If you just search for current the true king lives in Australia or something to that effect, that documentary will pop up. It's like from 2004. Like it's been known. Like it's been known. Now I don't recognize even him as the legitimate king. But there's woefully inadequate information for me to determine who I think should be the legitimate king at this point. Well, either way, by their rules of primogeniture or by Eternus Empire rules of primogeniture, they're different. They're different. I follow a different rule more like Salic primogeniture than, and theirs is it firstborn regardless of gender is how they do stuff. And that's how you got your, that's how you get queens sometimes without a woman marrying a king or having been married to a man who became a king, because that's just what they do. And I don't believe in that. I don't believe that's the right way to do it. And they didn't always do it like that. Occasionally you would have a queen in her own right, but usually it was strictly patrilineal. Men inherited from their fathers and so on and so forth. But let's see here. Donald says, hey, to what? Good. Miss Lee says the queen is still alive. She just morphed into her lizard self. Her human body died. Just saying. If you say so, Miss Shirley. Search Tony Robinson as well. Yeah. He was Baldric the Black Ladder. What? Who's Baldric the Black Ladder? Let me see if several fictional characters featured in the long-running BBC historic comedy television series Blackladder. Each one serves as Edmund Blackladder's servant and sidekick next to the foil to the lead character. Each series of Blackladder is set in a different period of British history, and each Baldric character is a descendant. Well, I ain't gonna pull that page up. Computer's screaming at me as it is. Is that what you're talking about? Was a TV show? Tom Cruise is here. Welcome. So, what did we figure? Le Cruz. It's Le Cruz now. Yep. Rimmer from Red Dwarf for King. Blackladder. I guess it looks like that's a TV show. No, it's another British comedy. Not the best, but all right. Named your dog after the Queenie. What says Tony Robertson also starred in and wrote to Maid Marian and Her Merry Men. Yeah, you and Tom, Mr. Lee. You and Tom. So I don't know. I guess yeah, throwing down the gauntlet on Doug Highcheck. Sorry, Doug Highcheck. Looks like you are in the entertainment side of the subject of Bigfoot and orbs and all that bullshit. Produce or take your happy ass back over on the bullshit end of the pole and stay away from the logical end of things. Sorry, calling you out. Produce, so, other than your fucking shows and shit, or stop poaching people from the legit side of Bigfoot, the people that are trying to keep it real. Stop trying to poach people to legitimize yourself. You're illegitimate. I'm sorry. Go make another fucking TV series about not finding Bigfoot, okay? And fuck off. I don't know what else to fucking do about this fuck, who's sliming his way around on our end of the swimming pool where, at least the end that I'm in. I don't know where, some of you, I know Mr. Lee wanders over in some slimy areas sometimes, but I don't want people coming around me with their entertainment bullshit. Take your entertainment and fuck off with it. I want facts, I want logic, I want reason. I want evidence. I don't want TV show entertainers like Doug Hijack. Fuck out of here. Put up or shut up. Elton John is the Queen. Oh, he would probably be better off. Unfortunately, there's a whole bunch of people in line to be king, and Elton John I saw nowhere in that lineage. Anyway, Jen says, "Yep, La Cruz, that's official now." I mean, ideally, I would like to see the British monarchy, taken out of power, and then replace because Scotland needs to be its separate kingdom, with Northumbria annexed and taken away from England. England its separate kingdom, and then Ireland, and I think what did I figure out eventually? To add Wales to with Ireland or whatever, and have separate kingdoms again. That's too much territory for one king, and no more association with Canada and Australia and all these places. No more of that. Those places should have their own separate royal lines. And so, get back to England. What was England originally? They called the Septarchy. There was about roughly 7 different kingdoms that were in what's now England, and they called it the Septarchy. And there was all kinds of intrigue and stuff going on. It was back when the kings were pagans, and then the Anglos and the Saxons and the Jutes were coming in and causing all kinds of shit and raids and Vikings and shit was wild. Shit was wild, and kings were getting converted to Christianity, and then there was just a little bit of back and forth there because the pagans were getting pissed off about some of the bullshit that was being done to them, and I say rightfully so. Anytime you invade someone's native land with a religion different than theirs, you're committing a crime against them, and they have every right to fucking kill you, which they did sometimes. They fucking killed some motherfuckers, but they were coming over there and killing them and trying to destroy their culture and their religion. So they had every right to fight back. You were the invaders, not them. So, they had plenty of fighting to do amongst themselves. They didn't need these outsiders coming in stirring shit, but it happened. Donald says, Mr. Lee, what's the comedy with husband and wife who hate each other? Queenie. He named it Queenie. Donald Fuller could be a number of British comedies. Mr. Lee says, Donald, there are many. Jimbo said, 1 foot in the grave, yes. Keeping Up the Appearances, great British comedy. Yeah. I see Jimbo's in the chat. Welcome. Victor Meldrew. The Bouquet. Yes, the Bouquet residence, lady of the house speaking. Mr. Lee. Yeah, pretty much don't watch TV. Mr. Lee, are you going to start doing the British Bigfoot report or not? I think you need to do the British Bigfoot report. All you got to do is jump on screen and say, no sightings this week. See you next week. because there ain't no Bigfoot in Great Britain. Surrounded by animals. The cows are about. You'll consider it. You still going to do it over on Moog's channel if you do it? Wish I had more time to work on that little project I was talking about, but it may be some time before I can get around to that. I don't know. There's too much shit going on. Yeah. What is this? The BBR or whatever she calls it? Jen says, Mr. Lee, what's the show called that had Judi Dench? The husband was on a different show as well. Mr. Lee starting to break? I don't know. He might be. He might be starting to break. We got to hear his voice a little bit on Moog's one time. Remember that? Got to hear a little bit of his voice, but we didn't get to really see anything. So, don't you know? What else is new in the world of the paranormal? I don't know that there's anything big going on right now. Behaving badly, says Mr. Lee. Take a look at this. No, that's not what I want to see. That's an old sighting, suckers. Old Minnesota sighting. I wasn't looking for that. See anything recent? I mean, you always have some, but where is this at? Colorado? Yeah, not spectacular, but something, I guess. Oh, let me see if I can bring this up. That's it. Thanks, Mr. Lee, says Jen. Well, have you seen the BBR by Deborah Hatswell on? I don't even know what that is. I'm not sure if you're talking to someone else or me. Raptor says, Mr. Lee, thank you for last night finding that video. I did see the video years ago, but I forgot all about it. Thanks. Donald says, Mr. Lee will be getting the Zasky quality pics when he films the hedgerow in his new backyard. Yeah. Peckerneck. Oh, Bigfoot. Gotcha. There's a Bigfoot sighting. Let's take a look at this real quick. What we got here? Westminster, Colorado. Can we get closer to that? It looks just like a scattering of lights. I don't know if they have any video on here or not. I guess we'll see. These UFOs were seen and recorded in the night sky above Westminster, a home rural municipality located in Adams and Jefferson County on the 20th of August, 2022. Witness report: my husband Josh was at the shopping center behind our house and called me to run outside and look up. I walked out and observed thousands of lights. They were silent and twinkling and multicolored. Please see attached video that I recorded. I have researched the SpaceX images, and those lights are a straight line and white. These were all over the place, some much further away than the others. The lights were about 10,000 feet above. There were no lantern festivals. So,
What is that?
well, I don't know. Can't explain that. Amos says they look like LED balloons that people release at weddings. Having a drone show. Matthew says I just saw one hanging out in the sky. I'm in Westminster near Route 36 looking east. It traveled straight up from the apparent horizon to estimated 10,000 feet and stopped. Moved south, then up and northwest and disappeared. White to blue green, not flashing but pulsing in brightness. Slow moving, very bright. Anyone happen to mention exact approximate time of the event? Inconclusive. That one is just plain inconclusive. British Bigfoot research. And Mr. Lee should hook up with them if he's going to give the British Bigfoot report. Donald says RMSO had an interesting sighting report out of Indiana they posted this week. There's a pic of a face that looks like more than pareidolia. RMSO. see if I can find this. I think I might have found it. Hunting Island, South Carolina. Reported on Thursday, September 8th on their website. Three people report Hunting Island Sasquatch encounter to park staff. The infamous red circle, though, man. Could be anything. I can't make out anything that I could say for sure what it is, other than a shadow or a tree trunk and some branches. There's just that's just looks inconclusive. Says here Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022, 3 visitors to the lighthouse on Hunting Island, South Carolina reported to park staff a Bigfoot spotted walking quickly on the left side of the exit road about 15 to 20 feet in front of the car. It was around noon, and the creature disappeared into the thick palmetto and pine jungle that surrounds the exit road. The creature is estimated to be around 6 feet tall with 3 feet long legs, human-like joints at knee, dark brown splotchy hair approximately 2 inches long. All witnesses were in a state of amazement. They have been vacationing on Hunting Island since they were children from the 1950s to present and have never witnessed anything unusual like this in the past. They have seen many of the abundant wildlife over the years that live on Hunting Island. Nothing ever like this creature, though. The 3 witnesses reported the incident to Hunting Island State Park Office on August 3rd, 2022. Park Superintendent deems this a credible incident and will initiate an investigation. So I guess it made it on the news. Bigfoot sighting reported at South Carolina State Park. Yeah, nothing conclusive. Nothing conclusive. Wizard says, "This is awesome. I can hear a mouse fart a mile away." Hell. Mr. Lee says, "If I could throw a watermelon at Lockbeard's mouth when he yawns again from here." Did you get your parabolic ear? Yeah, I guess he did. Donald says, "I can hear a pack of totes currently." Hey, here in a little bit, you might be able to hear them here. Yeah, coyotes. Coyotes. Wizard says, "Cowboy, I got it from Wildtronics." Mr. Lee says, "Wow, you see them? Spaceships are real, man." Took up to a voice recorder. Donald says, "Why do I see a light beam shining across rainfall in that footage, Lockbeard?" I don't know why. I don't know. Chessboard's here. Welcome. Joe, how is Joe doing? Or Jen, how is Joe doing? Chessboard asks. Yeah, Rocky Mountain Sasquatch Organization. That's what the website was for those who didn't catch that. Jen says chessboard had a headache and I guess Joe had a headache and slept a bunch today, but doing pretty well otherwise. Thank you, hon. Hope you are doing well. He needs to eat a big steak and nothing else with all the fat. And most steaks don't have enough fat on them, so you might as well add some butter and maybe even melt some cheese on that bitch. Don't cook it too much. Well done is bullshit. Medium well is still shoe leather. Medium is overcooked, to say the least. Medium rare is just not good enough. Rare will do in a pinch. Blue is where you need to be. There's an Indiana sighting that we need to look for. Mr. Lee says, Lockbeard, who will be our next Bigfoot leader now? You, Jeff, Mr. Pat, Daniela, Duke, and on. I'm very confused. I didn't know we had a Bigfoot leader, Mr. Lee. Everybody's doing their own thing, right? Chessboard says, Jen, thank you, sweetie. Tell him I'm thinking about him. Raptor says, Mr. Lee, you can't watch Daniela unless you're paying her money. That's not going to work. Yeah, Daniela's way the hell over on the bullshit side of Bigfoot. Yeah. That is why I call her show Hidden Exaggeration. See if I can get some hold on a second. Well, shoot. Put some light on the situation. There. My normal light is not working anymore. So, cell phone's going to have to do it. Yeah, no one should be going over Daniela. You're not going to get just the facts there. Donald says it was part of the video on their channel. Oh, so do we need to go on their channel? Mr. Lee says, Raptor, I don't watch no more. I'm skint. Jen says, we'll do chess. He'll be in the hospital till Tuesday, probably. Mr. Lee says, Jen, you can put Joe's email up here so I can contact him, please. There's Joe's email for anyone that needs it, I guess. What says there was a 15-foot spotted on a beach here, but it won't let me put the link. Where's it at? Look what website's it on. Chessboard says, Jen, I have his email, but I don't want to bother him while he's in the hospital. 15 foot's it's an awful big one. It's an awful big one. Where in England are you? Says Mr. Lee. Took a huge footprints with a small dog standing next to him. Norfolk. Derived from the word northern folk. Wizard says, last night it was calm where I camped. The wind is whipping up here now, and it's not helping at all. Jen says, oh, you can email him, Chess. He's not allowed visitors currently, so a hello and well wishes would be welcome, I think. Mr. Lee says, Jen, I will after Lockbeard show. what says it's a Daily Mail report. It's also on Deborah Hatswell's channel. Deborah Hatswell. There we go. See if I can. Yeah, there we go. That's a long show. She's talking about a Bigfoot scene on the Norfolk beach, August 2022. And an encounter with an invisible life form in that same show. I guess Deborah deals in some of the spooky stuff. Let me see here. There we go. Coast to Coast AM is a short entry about it right there. But I don't see an image of the creature. Says here, parapeculiar incidents in British coastal community have left some wondering if Bigfoot, of all creatures, might be roaming a beach in the area. The rather unique case reportedly began last weekend when an unarmed witness was walking along the sand dunes in North Norfolk when he spotted this thing, which he estimated stood 15 feet tall and boasted a brawny body, which he likened to Arnold Schwarzenegger. After a brief stare down, the man says the creature bounded off across the dunes into the pine forest. When the witness recounted the sighting to his friends, they just laughed at me and told me I should get some glasses. However, another beachgoer in the area stumbled upon something which may add credence to the man's account. I'm not going to go over to get the rest of the story on Coast to Coast, though. What the hell? Not sure who I should go to for this story. Maybe we could look at Daily Star. We'll look at the Daily Star. Yeah, why not? Here we go. Bigfoot spotted on a Brit beach. This terrified tourist scene. What the hell? I think it says tourist. Terrified tourist report seeing 15-foot tall beast. Shocking. Brit tourists have witnessed a huge beast built like Arnold Schwarzenegger while taking in the sunshine while on holiday in Norfolk, with some suspecting it could be Bigfoot. It looks like Bigfoot's gone on holiday to Norfolk. Visitors have reported seeing a massive beast on Holcomb Beach over the past week. One sunseeker said he saw a 15-foot tall creature like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And huge footprints 5 times the size of a man's were also seen at the beauty spot. It's the first time evidence of the woodland wildman has been seen in the area, although there have long been rumors of weird goings on in the area. Using the word area twice in a sentence like that, you get knocked off points for that. Yeah, that's about it. I guess they don't have pictures of this beast. The person who saw it apparently didn't get a chance to take pictures, so it's just an account, just an account. He could just haul a hairy bodybuilder for all he knows, and he was really bad at estimating how tall people are. It was probably a 5 foot tall bodybuilder. Yeah. That's what we're going to go with. Where the hell is Bones? Don't know. Don't know where Bones is at. Jen says, Mr. Lee and Chessboard, I'll message them to be on the lookout for email. Yeah, tell them to get well, get back to work. YouTube is always here waiting for him. Trying to get rest. Wizard says, is there something wrong with Joe Snyder? That all depends on who you ask. Dumber think about it. A Squatch Cowboy says to Wizard, he had a colon cleaning. Raptor says at Jen, I don't know who it is you're talking about, but I'm sending prayers. Western New York Bigfoot Investigation Group. That's Joe Snyder or Satch. You know who he is. You know who he is. Might as well bring up his channel. There we go. Give me a minute. You recognize that music? He has his intro video on his page. It automatically started on me there. Don't you know? Too many steps. StreamYard. You need to streamline this shit. StreamYard. Streamline this shit. StreamYard. Fuck's sake. Look familiar yet, Raptor? Oh, I am subscribed to him from the other account. I don't subscribe to this kind of channel on this account typically. Try to keep different categories of material pops up in my feed here than over there. And I try not to mix them because it's a pain. If it gets mixed up, it's a pain.
This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. It contains no wisdom, very few facts, or life-changing epiphanies, and is only the opinions, hypotheses, and guesses of the podcast host. If anything of value is learned, it is by mere chance alone. Don't blame me if you suddenly think about something or anything in a way you hadn't thought about it before.
Well, come on. Straining the limits here. might be watching that for a second. That raptor, that's who we're talking about. Jen says, Mr. Lee, lots of pain, so I'm sure he's tired. Donald Fuller says, gut issues. Wizard, don't ask me to spell it out. This, I don't know the exact nature of what his illness is, but I can tell you this, that a lot of gut issues will go the hell away if you go to eating a strictly carnivorous diet. They will go the hell away almost every single time, unless you got some very unusual cases or situation with your health. You need to ease into it, so keep strict track of what you're eating, and make sure that you're gradually increasing your meat. You can drop your carbs entirely instantly. You can do that, and you need to power through the cravings. But once you do that, then start gradually getting rid of anything that's not meat, and learning to fill your diet with stuff that will satisfy you well enough without the carbs. So like you're gonna bake some. You like fried fish, but you can't eat fried fish because usually people bread that shit with cornmeal, and you can't eat cornmeal. Cornmeal is poison. So what you can do is, dust your fish with some Parmesan cheese and broil it in some butter. Do not be afraid of butter. Real butter, not margarine. Margarine is poison. Don't eat it. Eat real butter. Your fish can be swimming in butter and you will be fine. It will not hurt you. It absolutely will not hurt you. That's total bullshit that people come up with. So, he goes in the hospital. Jen has details. I know that I had some gut issues, the very stuff, and I tried going to the doctor, and the doctors poked and prodded and blah blah blah, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. One of the issues is, one of the issues is the diet, right? Anything that's not meat, I'm telling you, you got to trust me on this. Research it as hard and as you want. It's an absolute goddamn fact of human physiology. We're designed to eat almost nothing but fatty red meat and some fish. But that's part of it. The other part is artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners like sucralose will fuck your shit up. Your gut's gonna be fucked up. You're gonna throw your. There's so much you can do. Like I had some stuff with sucralose in it today. I don't know. I haven't looked at the ingredient list. But I almost guarantee it's sugar free though. And I'd almost guarantee it was sucralose in there based on what it did to me. It gave me a stomach ache. But this stuff, sucralose, can do all kinds of shit. It'll throw your gut biome off. You could end up shitting blood. I mean, I should warn you guys for saying something like that, but it can do this shit to you. It can fuck you up. And the doctors will never fucking figure it out because they are morons. They'll put you through a surgery. They'll give you drugs to treat symptoms, and they'll never figure this out. Never, unless you grab your doctor by the collar and say, "Look, I think I'm having this problem because I've been consuming a lot of sugar-free foods and beverages that are sweetened with sucralose. Can you test somehow to see if that's specifically what's causing it?" But you don't need a doctor to do it. All you need to do is stop consuming the sucralose. The problem's going away, and you will fucking know now, won't you? But you don't need the goddamn doctor for this shit. Because I don't know what's going on with Joe. Like, I don't know his specific situation. But what I do know is a lot of other people's experiences and my experiences with various things having to do with health and diet and artificial sweeteners and all kinds of bullshit. And um, so I don't know. There, hopefully, something I said might pertain to what he's got going on with him. I don't know if his doctors have figured out exactly what's wrong with him or not. I don't know the details, but I know that some of this information will help some people. So Mr. Lee knows this. Papa Craig knows this. The tall ones knows this. Um, Thousands of other people out there know this. You can go look up people like Dr. Sean Baker. He's been a carnivore for a very long time. You could go look up Professor Bart Kay. You could go look. There's a whole bunch of them out there. I can't even remember everybody's names. You could look at the story. Look at the Jordan Peterson story. It's just an example. Humans are designed to eat almost exclusively fatty red meat. That's a goddamn fact. Just don't even try to deny it. You don't know. If you won't believe it now and you won't go get yourself educated, I don't know what to fucking do with you. But go educate yourself or something. But is in the hospital. Difficult diverticulitis, or however it is spelled. Yeah, apparently that is caused by plant-based foods and plants. Plant foods. So that's some information I didn't have right there. He ought to do some research into, because I haven't looked at this particular illness in relationship to carnivore diet, but I would be almost 99% certain that someone switching to an all carnivore diet would be able to completely eliminate diverticulitis. About it, I'm at 99% certainty. Something like diabetes, you can get rid of all the symptoms. Papa Craig's told a story. He's done that. He's fucking done that. I've done that. Other people have done that. The problem with it, but as an actual cure, maybe for some people they can actually get fully cure. But the problem is you've been abusing your system for so many years that you may be like permanently, partially disabled in that regard. So you can get rid of all the symptoms, but the reality is whenever you eat anything with carbs in it, it's going to fuck your shit up, your blood sugar. Um, it's going to mess it up. It ain't like when you're a kid where you have some kind of some level of resilience to it, and you can endure some of it. But because you've been doing it all these years, you beat your system up and worn it out, and it's broke. We're gonna deliver bad news, but Joe is a tough shit, so he'll be just fine. Yeah, he will be fine. Especially, no, never happened. Especially if he listens to um, some dietary advice. Scroll down further for the footprints. Oh, I must be way behind in chat. I am way behind in chat. He was in enough pain to go to the hospital. Yeah. Yeah, if it was me, I'll just say this because you know how YouTube is. If it was me, first order of business is probably fasting for 2 days, and then after that, just don't eat anything but meat and water, fatty red meat and water. Good looking honky says, guys, hi, Peter North here, old adult film star, great stream tonight. Thanks, Peter North. Really? Somehow I don't think that's really Peter North. Icon missed everything. Or did he, Mr. Lee? That's a Joe site singing. Raptor says Joe is in the hospital. I didn't know that. Yeah. Icon says, Mr. Lee, I'm also missing drive and overdrive on my truck. Damn thing went out on the way home. It's getting loved by nurses. They said diverticulitis, Batmom. Wizard says, actually, I tried to post a video showing Joe where I'm at, and that if he had a show, I'd click the link and show some thermal live. Oh, that'd be awesome. Joe's channel. I don't know why I'm freaking, it's hung up like it is right there. Rasta, yeah. Batmom says, hey, walking back from Auto Parts Place. It's only a few blocks away, but good Lord, I'm old. Mr. Lee says, keto, stop drinking will help. Possibly. I don't know that alcohol necessarily is going to contribute to diverticulitis, but as far as overall health, yeah, if he stopped drinking, then it would help as far as his body being able to heal and deal with any kind of assaults on his system, such as eating plants of any kind. They all have toxins in them, every last one. Icon says, Donald, it's a 92 Ford or F-250. True that. Keto for life, says Mr. Lee. Wizard says he'll be back in the hospital till Tuesday as of today, says Jim. Donald says, Icon, them usually good transmission, many miles. They're talking mechanics. Yeah. Pass it on. Donald says, that's not good, Icon. Put me on the list too. Mr. Lee says, my doctor does not know anything about dietary. That is key to health, for fuck's sake. You eat better, your health dramatically improve, man. Dicks. Yeah, doctors are not trained as nutritionists. Even nutritionists are not trained with proper nutrition because they haven't studied the shit. You know, they haven't been to, I mean, they go to take the classes. Like I took some nutrition too in college, you know, and you learn like the basic bullshit that they've been telling us all these years. And it's bullshit. If someone tells you that you're supposed to eat vegetables, they have incorrect information. If someone tells you that whole grains are good for you, they have incorrect information. Humans are specifically designed to hunt the biggest, fattiest, red-meated animals on the planet. That's what we are designed to do. Everything about our anatomy, our physiology, the tools we left behind, the early cave paintings, all of it shows that's what we did for a very, very long time. It's only in the recent 10 to 12,000 years or so that we became much of a plant eater because we got sedentary and started farming. We weren't chasing herds around anymore because there really wasn't much to chase around for a while there. Our food was gone. So because of the extinctions. A bunch of our food, a bunch of our natural prey went extinct. But now we've developed and built up our cattle. Primarily, our cattle is a replacement for the loss of the vast herds of mastodons, woolly mammoths, the woolly rhinoceros, multiple species of giant ground sloths, to some extent the bears and stuff, um, but and a whole bunch of other massive animals that existed. There were giant beavers, there were giant armadillos, huge shit, and we were running around amongst all this shit, hunting it. We humans survived that stuff because we could make spears and we could fucking kill some of that shit. But yeah, your doctor doesn't know dick about nutrition. They just tell you what they think they're supposed to tell you. Oh, do this, do that. Uh, cut your calories. No, fuck that. Calories is bullshit. The calories in, calories out thing is bullshit. Once you figure that out, man, you'll be way ahead of the curve. It's all about hormones. It's all about what kind of food you're putting in. Are you poisoning yourself with the food? And is your body having to deal with that shit? And it's needing resources to deal with the poisoning. So now you have some of your hunger comes from that. Is your body's craving the necessary fuel to fight the poison from the fuel you ate yesterday that wasn't really fuel for humans. It was poisonous. It had very little nutrition that you could actually access, and it had substances in there called anti-nutrients that prevent you from absorbing some of the nutrients that are there. It's just extremely, extremely bad to eat plants. Period. You'll. I mean, Jesus Christ, I don't know what else to say. It's just it's a huge subject, and people just need to like dive deep down that rabbit hole and figure it out. Icon says, Donald, the speedo went out on the way back down to the speedometer. I thought maybe you blew out your speedo. Raptor says, Jen, make sure you tell him I said get better. Thank you. I didn't even know he was in the hospital. Mr. Lee says, you must research for yourself, peeps. Keto. Yeah, at least that's how I started before I went fully carnivorous. That's how I started, was keto. And keto does a lot, but keto will not cure everything. It will not cure everything. It'll cure a lot. It'll fix a lot. It'll get rid of a lot of symptoms of stuff. But if you want optimal health, you want to eat the optimal diet that humans are actually designed for, you got to cut the plants out. If you see a vegan, laugh at them because they're absolute complete morons. And then don't do anything they say. They're idiots. Jen says, I just mentioned him, Mr. Lee. Look up from email. Donald says, I have no doubt, Icon. Talking about mechanical stuff again. Mr. Lee says, Dr. Eric Berg saved my life. Papa Craig has lost 25 pounds and his blood sugar has reduced. Yeah. And it'll only get better if he goes fully carnivorous. I'm telling you guys, you got to listen to me. At least give it a try. You're already keto. It's not that much further to go fully carnivorous. And then, like, you still can have cheese and stuff like that because that's still animal fats and proteins. You can still have that kind of stuff. Cheese and sour cream and butter and even some milk. Donald says, it's Slim Jims and Cabot extra sharp cheddar, a good diet, Lucky. That's what I had for dinner. Actually, I had a block of some, it wasn't extra sharp Cabot, it was seriously sharp Cabot. I wonder if that package is still around here somewhere. Did I throw it out? Anyway. Yeah, there's like sharp, extra sharp, and then there's seriously sharp Cabot. You need to try that. It's out of control. Anyway, I ate the whole block about lunchtime today. That one says I had diabetes too and completely got rid of it a few years ago. Icon says, Donald, that's got to be it. At least I know where to start looking. Thanks for the info to get me thinking. Mr. Lee says, catch up. Donald says, Jen, you could have put me on that list, but I will message him. Yeah, you can put me on the list. Everybody over at Lockbeard's. I'll get Salty Peckerneck. Jen says, he just messaged me, said, tell you all, thank you for the well wishes. Yeah. He's gonna get better, and then we're gonna make him. If he listens to me about this dietary change, those pictures of him being buff as fuck, he will look better than that. And well, it depends on how hard he goes, and if he lifts and stuff, if he starts lifting again. But you don't need to all he's got to do is make the dietary change at first. If he does this, the weight will drop off without even trying. He can eat as much meat as he feels like eating. He does not need to count a calorie at all. Just eat fatty red meat and watch it fucking fall off. It'll just fall the fuck off. Eat fatty red meat. Don't be afraid to eat fat. Fat does not make you fat. That is the piece of, that's just bullshit. Fat does not make you fat. Think about it. Your body isn't going to want to store fat if you're eating plenty of fat. Why the fuck does it need to store any if you're getting plenty every day when you're eating? But that's not the real reason. But there's a lot more to it. But Fuzzy Nuts Icon says, initially check the Dakotas, eastern Montana. There are at least were a bunch of ghost towns there. Yeah, it'd be cool to go explore some ghost towns sometime, but man, money and time, and I certainly don't know what's going to happen with this new job I'm taking. So I know I'll be traveling around a few states. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Put link up. Said Mr. Lee. Well, what says they always come out with different food item that's bad for you every other month or something. Yeah, I mean, you just gotta listen to what our ancestors did. Paleolithic man just hunted big fucking red meated animals. That's what they did. That's what you're supposed to eat. All we really got now to replace that's cows. You can eat goat and lamb and stuff. Pork is okay, but the problem with pork is you have to fully cook it, get rid of the worms. But and chicken, it's okay, but it's a very inferior meat to something like a steak. It's just not what humans ate. We weren't chasing around a stupid fuck bird. We were chasing around these gigantic fucking 13-foot tall goddamn hairy elephants and spearing these bitches and everything else that we could spear that was big. There were giant beavers. Look up the giant beavers, man. They got some artist renditions of those giant beavers. Laptop back. I had this. Set the laptop back up. Had it in the show today. And Mr. Lee says calories rubbish. No, yeah. Counting calories is bullshit. And I figured this out because I was in the gym and I was eating standard bodybuilding diet. I was writing down every single thing I ate. I was weighing everything out, tracking everything exactly. Every goddamn calorie, every carb, every gram of protein, every gram of fat. I was tracking everything. I was just bam. And when I shifted from, broccoli, rice, and chicken type stuff, to keto, and then further into just carnivore, like my hunger levels dropped dramatically. I was dropping the weight, and my hunger was dropping. So remember, I'm weighing everything out. My food intake was down less than a third of what I ate before. I was eating a third of what I ate before. That's a huge drop. I couldn't eat anymore. I'd be eating and I'd be like, I don't want it anymore. I'm full. Because how full you feel or hungry you feel has nothing to do with how much is in your stomach. It has to do with what's in your stomach and what your hormonal response to that is. Your hormones are the biochemical military commands to everything that has to do with your entire biology. It ain't calories and it ain't how much is in your stomach. It's what the hormones are telling you. So what's the hormones are telling your system. Don says Mr. Lee is buying an abandoned radar station here in Vermont. He will just be surprised when Vermont leans on him to clean it up. Practically a super fun site. Mr. Lee says, I feel bad for really overweight peeps because they calorie count. Just never going to get nowhere. I must be so awful starving yourself like that. Oh, man. Yeah, it's dumb, and I've been told by overweight people know how to lose weight. We do it all the time. I was like, yeah, but you always end up bigger than you were before in the end. You drop some and it comes back up. And I've explained why that is and how that happens. And yeah, of course, if you cut back the food, you're going to have a little bit of weight loss for a little while. But then shit turns tables because you're not working with, you're trying to force something when you don't really have to force shit. All you got to do is just eat meat and nothing else. And eat until you're full. Eat as much as you can. That's okay. Eat all the fatty red meat you can. Throw a little extra butter on it. And you will lose weight, period. You don't have to count shit. Just eat until you're full. Nothing but meat. And the weight will fall off. Mr. Lee says, Donald, I will consider it. How about Cheetos? Yeah, Cheetos is evil. Evil. Cowboy knows, says Mr. Lee. He said I could have cheese. Well, Cheetos, I don't even think I think it's cheese flavored dust they put on it or some shit. I don't even know what that's in that shit. That shit's got to be bad. Eat a ribeye instead. Yeah, eat a ribeye instead. Getting 20 fresh ribeyes on Friday. Troy says who? I don't know what you're talking about there. Donald says, is the package red Lockbeard? That's the Hunter's cheese. Good. No, it was Cabot. It was Cabot seriously sharp cheddar. Shalise says, Cowboy, I'm coming for dinner, dude. April's cousin just starts selling them right from the slaughterhouse. Inch and a half thick. Wizard says, grip on steak and mashed potatoes. Yeah, me too, but I've had to get rid of the potatoes. But I really don't really want them anymore. Used to, man, I could eat the shit out of some potatoes. You have no idea. It was obscene. Joseph is here. Welcome. He says, hey, folks, thanks for the wishes. I'm getting better. Awesome, man. Awesome. Never buy from supermarket anymore. Best cut of meat, ribeyes. Well done with ketchup. Oh, what in the hell? Man, that sounds horrible. I like my steaks blue. I like them cooked blue, which is like more rare than rare. And then I cannot stand ketchup, man. Whoever decided that was a proper thing to do to a tomato was crazy. Cheese, I eat my full, says Mr. Lee. Yeah, that's what I had. I had cheese. I had a 8-ounce block of Cabot cheese, seriously sharp cheese, and then I had 2 keto brownie bars kind of thing, sugar free. But man, I ain't gonna eat 2 of those in one sitting again. That messed up my stomach. Then I had half a rack of ribs and a 1/4 pound of hot links. Been on a fried halloumi kick lately. I do not know what that is. Dip out. See you later, man. Thanks for coming. We've been going 2 hours anyway. We probably should tip out. Joseph says, now I want a ribeye. Yeah, you need a ribeye. If you look, that's what I've been telling people. I said, look, if you eat nothing but meat for a while, I guarantee you it'll do a lot more wonders for whatever your health issue is than whatever the doctor does. The doctor ain't even know that. If you ask the doctor if it's healthy for humans to eat only meat, they're going to probably tell you no. There's very few doctors that know that humans are specifically designed to be obligate hypercarnivores. This is just flat out proven, but the doctors don't know. They're not even trained in regular nutrition anyway. They're not trained in it. They just tell you, see, they act like they know shit, but they don't fucking know anything. They know how to cut on you and diagnose what's wrong with you half the time. Although I've had them not actually diagnose shit on me, and I diagnosed myself. I figured out what the fuck is wrong, and I fixed it on multiple occasions. But the doctors, they'll just throw shit at your symptoms, right? They'll give you a pill, they'll give you a surgery, something. So most health issues are completely solved by switching to the natural diet that humans evolved to eat, which is mastodons and shit. Fatty, red meated animals. That's what we're designed to eat. No goddamn broccoli. No goddamn spinach. Raptor says, have a good one, Sasquatch Wizard. Yeah, take it easy. Cheese fart are terrible, says Squatching Cowboy. And it's probably really bad with Cheetos, man. Probably fart a cloud of cheese dust. I can't stand ketchup, Mr. Lee. Hunger is a good sign. Donald says, Lockbeard Cabot makes what they call seriously sharp cheddar. Maybe it said Hunter's on there. I don't know, but it was said seriously sharp on it. Yeah, it's red. I don't know if it had Hunter Plaid on the package. I can't remember. Wish I could find the package, but I can't. Jen says halloumi is a Greek cheese that you can cook. It just browns, doesn't melt. Huh. Like it has extremely low moisture in it or something. Or maybe even low in fats or something. So it doesn't melt. Because I've wondered about that. That'd be cool to be able to grill some fucking cheese and have it hold together well enough that you could just fucking eat a fucking cheese hash brown or whatever the fuck you would call that. Mr. Lee says, Jenna, eat halloumi on the barbecue. Love it. Yeah, research and fix yourself. Or just ask someone who knows something about this stuff. But ultimately, like if people would just trust me, look at the people that have fixed themselves from listening to there's just one undeniable fact, and you can go down this rabbit hole, study whatever you need to figure out, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's an undeniable fact that humans are designed to hunt the biggest, fattiest red meat animals that the planet had during, prior to 13,000 years ago. A bunch of that shit went extinct. Suddenly we were left without our food sources. Humans were scrounging to get by. Somebody said, hey, let's eat plants. And the next thing you know, they got agriculture. They're plowing the earth up and destroying entire ecosystems to grow one fucking plant and spraying herbicides and pesticides, causing erosion of the topsoil, absolutely fucking everything up to grow plants. Or you could go pull an animal that's just walking around in a field grazing like animals have done for the entire history of the fucking planet. These vegans that say this shit, I hear them say this shit all, cows are bad for the environment. Were cows bad for the environment before humans domesticated them? Were the bison, who were tens of millions of animals on this continent, were they bad for the environment? They were just running around and grazing like they're supposed to and providing food for predatory animals such as wolves and lions. America had lions, by the way. And humans, once they got here. Humans were a predator. They've always been. Since we've been human, we've been a predator. We've gone a little further than our chimpanzee cousins, who, you know, might poke a little stick down a termite hole, but on occasion they do hunt and kill smaller monkeys and eat them. Chimpanzees do eat some meat. Our line just kind of ran with that shit and started eating every goddamn thing that was running around on a hoof. Did some fishing, might eat some other stuff, but for the most part, it was the biggest, fattiest, red-meated animals on the planet, some mastodons and that kind of stuff. But any of the other stuff, moose, rhinos, anything we could kill with a freaking spear. But yeah, just try eating an all-meat diet for a while. Ease into it at first. Take a couple weeks to ease into it, but once you do, stick to it for a couple months. See what happens. Joe says they're only letting me have a liquid diet right now, but I hope that changes soon because I have an appetite back. Awesome. Greek cheese. Still kicking, says Joe. Mr. Lee says, Joe, best wishes, man. We're all thinking about you, knucklehead. Get better. Miss you on the show. Yeah, yep. Donald says, plenty of them fake processed cheese that don't melt, Lockbeard. No, I don't want that shit. Like, I remember when I was younger, I really loved like Velveeta to make mac and cheese, but now I can't hardly stand Velveeta. Like, it just tastes like fucking chemical or something. It just don't taste right. I don't like it anymore. I don't know if they've changed stuff about it or if my system's just kind of rejecting it. Like, this is fake cheese. Get the fuck out of here. Then the government killed them off. The bison, yeah. That was fucking ridiculous, wasn't it? Luckily, some have survived and we're bringing them back. Jen says 100 grams serving of gloomy, 25 grams protein, 32 grams of fat. Sent you an email. Chimps do eat some meat, yeah. Just about 3 to 4% of their diet, but they do eat some. So, you know, it's funny, you know, those vegans try to point the teeth and say, you don't got big canines. You got to understand, that's not what we use to kill our prey. We're tool users. We use our brain. We use traps. Like we were painstakingly flint napping spear points to kill animals. We didn't need claws and teeth. We would just stab shit or trap it or use our brain somehow to kill the animal. Even up to running them off a fucking cliff if we could. I think there was even some poisoning that happened. Humans were smart. They used their brain. They didn't need. So our teeth, our because chimpanzees have some pretty serious canines, but they're only a rare hunter. They don't hunt that much, but they got these big ass canines. The gorillas have even bigger canines, and they eat zero meat. They're 100% herbivorous. So how do you vegans explain those big ass canines on an animal that's 100% herbivorous? Well, because in primates, big canines doesn't have anything to do with what we're eating, really. It has to do with threat display and stuff like that in those lines. And in our line, our canines got drastically reduced because we just simply weren't using them for anything. We don't need them. We're not killing it. Humans were not running around and jumping on a deer and ripping its throat out with our mouth. We were not fucking doing that. What kind of moron thinks that's what we were goddamn doing? That's not what we were doing. That fucking vegans are goddamn stupid, I tell you. It's not fake cheese. No, he's talking about the other stuff. He's not talking about the stuff you're talking about. Donald says, you driving the nurses nuts, Joe Snyder. If not, you're not doing it right. Joe says, it's looking like I may be getting out of the hospital on Tuesday. I hope it works out that way. We do too, Joe. 25 and 32. I wonder why it don't melt. Unless it's just extremely dry or something. Jen says, even though you already read the one with the wrong word. Donald says, Jen, I'm thinking of the processed cheese slices you buy for a grilled cheese. And you're so sad when you find out it doesn't melt. Yeah. Mr. Lee says there's a documentary on Netflix called See No Evil about Cheetah the Chimp in Tarzan movies. It's sad, but you can watch. Been there, Donald. Joe says, well, I got to go, folks. Thanks for thinking about me. I'll be in touch. Love you all. Thanks for dropping by, Joe. Hope to see you back on YouTube soon. And out of the damn hospital. Raptor says it, Joe. Hope you're getting better. I'll be waiting on your shows to come back on. Take care, Joe, says Angel. Mr. Lee says, don't die. What the hell, Mr. Lee? Later, Joe, says Cowboy. Donald says, night, Joe. Mr. Lee says, vegans are idiots. Oh, man. Yeah, they're fucking nuts, man. They're goddamn nuts. They don't, like, everything points to them being 100% wrong, but they just can't seem to see it. Why in the hell is Joe's video?
All right, welcome to this Sasquatch Random Live.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anybody here that don't know Joe. He was just in the chat. That's who we've been talking about tonight. Has a little gut problem. Doctors are poking and prodding him, I guess. Hopefully they don't make him worse. But me and Mr. Lee, we will try and encourage him to fix it himself. Because you can fix this shit yourself. There's so much you can fix yourself if you just figure out the truth, you know. Just figure out the truth. So, Mr. Lee, this 15-foot tall Bigfoot on the British beach, do you believe someone actually saw this thing, or did a fucking Russian wander over and he's just wearing a big furry coat? What the hell? Mr. Lee says, Joe's channel, you better watch. Western New York Bigfoot Investigation Group. And there's the link. You jump over on YouTube, see if I can see that. Yeah, yep. Yep. Better moderate Joe. Yeah, better moderate Joe. Everything looks like it's in order. Donald says he's got to get over to the Cowboys channel and do some binge watching. Squatchy Cowboy says, in my opinion, I don't think there are any Bigfoots 15 foot tall. Mr. Lee says, Lockbeard, is impossible, man. Yeah, probably a Russian dude. Says you do that, Donald. Go over and watch some. See, I didn't even see, like, this comment and this comment did not show up on YouTube, in my chat on YouTube. See if I can switch it to live chat and if it'll work. Yeah, there it is. One of them anyway. YouTube, this is stupid. Do not filter the comments. Just put everyone's damn comment in the fucking chat. What the fuck's the problem here? Mr. Lee says, Donald, you mean you haven't watched every single video of Joe's? You peckerneck. Cowboy says, there will be a quiz in my next video to win a cap and t-shirt. Donald says, Ben watched the Wizards the other day. I make my rounds. All right. I think we're going to shut her down. Thanks, everyone, for coming. See you next time. Where's my Cartman clip at? There it is.
Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
Fuck, you're old.
I wish to return to our old ways.
Whoops.
Look like a tasty teenage boy.
Just one last check for the chat, though. Got studying to do. Resubscribe. The Cowboy. You're welcome, Mr. Lee. Oh no, I can't do that shit anymore. I don't want to do it tonight. Told me I can win a cap and t-shirt, a crap and shirt. Shit. Everybody take it easy. See you next time.